Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to OC Kitchen and be my guest in our ride with AM5. Well, few things we have to say. That we have Ryzen 7950X, and the funniest thing is about this great CPU is that this is the IHS of the new Ryzen. In fact, only this square will be giving the heat to any water block or any feet of the cooling, because those are bent down, so it will not work. It's like brawling through open doors when you had this kind of IHS, which worked. This is something very weird, and I say it is very strange for me. The first thing first, well, I have regulated this funny platform. Let's see how it works. Code 15, my friends. And we have 1 minute till this beautiful thing will start. 1 minute after having this all time with Xeons, dual Xeons, and starting motherboards with it for 1.5 minutes, I have to say I am disappointed. Right now it's getting started. Something is happening. This is the newest platform. You may ask me, oh Peter, what happened to your great cooling? Well, it's still here, but I cannot use it because this backplate is screwed to the ILM, and ILM is unscrewable on Hero, ASUS Hero. I was trying, I have tools, I have all the stuff. I cannot take out ILM. I was trying to put the other cooling. I've made about 1000 workstations. I have a lot of screws, distances, and all the stuff. Doesn't matter. It won't fit. So I had to get back to 2018 type of doing benchmarks. So this is Cryorig A80. Great cooling with 4 fans. It is in sport mode. The paste which I've used is one of the best, and it's not Noctua. It's AAB TG4. I am using it all the time for my graphic stations. I know this paste, but I tried hard to check which would be better. If I say that platform is regulated, I mean that I've regulated and checked voltages and also regulated memory. This is my memory regulated 5600 megahertz 2834 This is the original 40 80 135. So it is regulated platform. When I say it's regulated and checked, I mean that we can see that here you have test mem made by 1 hour and 6 cycles, 2 cycles with with not administrator privileges, and we have also full IDA test, and we have 3 cycles of ANTA 777, 3 hours, no errors. Everything was tested, everything is fine. I know the voltages. For 3 days I was sitting here and checking them all, so I know. But the thing is, this platform has too little IHS for its let's say demands of heat, and this is the problem. I will show you something, and this is disturbing. This is all on load setup defaults, all but memory. And this, my friends, is very funny thing, because if you run Benchmade, you can hear it. Okay, let's say it's in standard mode, so I would call it sport mode, because it is not really related. Every cooling and I/O is working in sport mode. But anyway, let's see this. $68. What kind of temperatures? 95. 68. $6,143. 95. Windy, I would say. $1,776. And at last, Signbench 23. $37,652. But, my friends, we have Ryzen Master. We can go 5 gigahertz. Let's start with Signbench AM5. $68.59. 20 points lower. 72 degrees. Hmm? 100 points lower. Let's see what was the score. 71 degrees. Hmm? Do you see the pattern here? The CPU is told to be 4.5 gigahertz, which is not. Which is always on this board trying to get as many megahertz as it can. 37,292. As fast as it can. But the thing is, that's not the point of this CPU. It never should be. It never should be left to go as fast as it can. Never. Because it can do higher on slower clocks. Who in AMD thought that this is the greatest idea, that the CPU should go for 95 or in fact 97 degrees, because sometimes it shows 97 degrees. Who showed this? Why do we have better scores? You remember? We had 14,700. Now we have 14,800. This is 5,100 megahertz. What happened? What is it? I don't know. But the thing is that this CPU doesn't have any gains from the highest clocks. This is a very weird battle. We want to have maximum megahertz, and it is very nice of this CPU that it can go very high on single core. It is. I have to say, let's reset. Let's go for Super Pi, and we can see that this CPU is very fast on single core. It is great. Really. It is great. Look at this. Six seconds, 148. This is great. The next results of AM4 were about 7 seconds, 7 point something on IO, or even 7.5. This is a great score. But why did any engineer thought we can set the CPU to go all the way to 95 degrees? How am I supposed to build graphic stations that are quiet with this kind of boards and this kind of CPUs that are talking to the board. Well, I have a SP of this one is great, 116 sample prediction points, and so try to overclock me to 5.7, 5.7 and a half. Go for it. Oh yeah, I have throttling, and Windows, as I remind you, have this funny thing in it that it is looking for the coolest core, and this takes time, and this makes this all, let's say, efforts of course, and of course the cores of CPU pointless, because the Windows is trying to push the cores which are the coolest cores, and the CPU tries to push the cores as much as he can. And we have the answer for this all, that this is not the way to go with this CPU. This is great CPU for single core operations. This is huge improvement in overall multi-core efficiency. It is. I totally agree. But when it is not regulated, it's a total mess. It loses points, it drags a lot of energy, and it is very not noise culture oriented. This is bad. This is very bad. Let's go for HD. You see, this is I'm just starting the benchmark. This is just starting. I did nothing almost. That's a pure stupidity. So if someone makes a lot of let's say, if someone makes a great graphic station that has a lot of fans, very nice fans, very efficient fans that are pushing a lot of air, he will wait for almost 1 minute with full cooling on those fans, and he will also have any start of some applications which starts multi-core. He will hear all the time this noise. This is pure stupidity. I'm sorry, but it is. Okay, let's go for it. This is standard, okay? Stock settings of the board. The only thing that is regulated are memories. And I see fire. Yes, I see fire. Yeah. 2010 frames per second. Wow. Great score, huh? Yes, it is a very nice score. Yes, it is. How funny is that? There's a bit problem with this score. .1. $80 degrees. 212 frames per second. Isn't this fun? That we are regulating the platform downwards to get better scores. This is overclocking? So we are downclocking the platform, have better results. Yep, we lost 1%. how great. We had about 60 degrees. Once more. Let's go once more. 70 degrees. Run after run. %, or 1.5% slower. I have to say that I thought that those CPUs will be great. Those CPUs will be astonishing. I think they are. I have to say they are faster than the many different CPUs. As you can see, this is the 10th place of this run, 5050 MHz, 5050 MHz. 10th run, 76% of the best run. I have the best run, 19,000 on 64 thread core CPU, overclocked to 4.25 GHz on every core. Nice. The next one is only 83% of the highest score, and as you can see, this has only 24% but worse scores. This is almost like nicely done 3090. I don't know which cooling, but I can tell you that this wasn't water cooling. My Threadripper is 4th, 3090-70. 3970. And the 3960 is worse, even at 4.4 GHz. So this 16-core CPU is great, I have to say it, but you have to regulate it. You have to be patient, and this is not a standard situation. As I showed you, this CPU has a very big, very thick IHS, which I don't understand. Why did they try to be compatible with AM4? If I'm buying a motherboard for almost $1,000, CPU for $800, RAM, which I regulated, and I have RAM for $500, but it normally, with those specs, it probably would be about another $1,000 or maybe $700. So I'm spending almost $3,000 for this let's say set of things, and somebody is telling me that, yeah, we will try to be compatible with your cooling for $100. Oh my god, stop around. This is not the way to go into business. I don't really care, and most people who are spending that much kind of money don't care about cooling for $100. No, sorry, I don't. I don't even care if it would be a water block for $200. I don't care. I've spent $3,000 almost for everything of this. And for, let's say, even with graphic card, here is Strix 3080 Ti. So it's easily $3,500–4,000. And somebody says, okay, we will try to be compatible with your old cooling. No. Don't make this IHS so thick. Don't make it so small. I'm showing this cooling was working with those IHS on X299 with 420 watts, and it was sustaining those CPUs lower than 95 or 100 degrees for i9-7980 XE. And here we have 200 watts, and it is unsustainable under 95 degrees. 200 watts, 16 cores. So yeah, I'm talking, but you can see me. Anyway, so I have to tell you that I do like this CPU. I've made some very nice records with it. I will be uploading them. I'm happy that finally Ryzen's are very competitive in let's say point of single core efficiency with Intel, but they never should go for a full war on megahertz. This is a bad idea. This was an idea that is this is pure stupidity. Too small IHS, this just doesn't work as it should. This is not even funny if you think about 4.9 and a half, 135. And you go with the CPU that is really, let's say, thrown to the very slow point of its possibilities. Do you hear it? It's bearable. And from 68.2 we have 67.8. Why? Why did AMD went for a full auto throttling? Because this is stupid. This is I wouldn't say that, like, Intel is making mistakes for 1 millimeter in height of CPU, and then every CPU is getting banned like banana. Whoa, very nice. The biggest company of making chips is making such a mistake. Okay, now AMD thought, okay, we will gonna do very small CPUs, and we will make them very, very hot, and everything will be so loud, and everyone will know if you have our platform. What the f is going on? Well, as I am a creator of very efficient and very cool and very silent graphic stations and workstations, I just hate the idea that you can set it on auto to go to 95 degrees and all fans have to spin like crazy. So, my friends, if you want to buy a new platform, be aware that even if you have every little possible time of your memory put in, you have everything, let's say, almost on auto, this platform will start for 1 minute like this. This is the standard start. I've heard that 64 gigabytes on gigabyte are starting 10 minutes for the first time, and 2.5 minutes every time. This as a workstation builder and overclocker is a little bit unbearable. It's a little bit crazy, and I have to say This is not even close to AM4. Well, my 7900X is starting at 12 seconds into Windows. 12 seconds. This starts for 1 minute into just showing the boot. Okay, so if anyone asks you, was it very complicatedly set? No, it's not. Why does it stays on code 15? I don't know. Every little time is put in here. Every little time. As you can see, everything is chosen by me, not by platform. And it just have to start. And it doesn't. I don't know what this platform looking for. But this is and this is not a bad CPU. This is SP116. I was lucky for the first time in a few years. Yeah. And the cooler shows 158. That's very good, because even the best coolers on water coolers will show you 176, 180. This is 158 on IO. Everything is regulated. The platform is starting slowly. The platform is always overheating. I don't know what to say. I will be testing 13900X, 12900X. Of course, I think they will be slower in rendering, but I'm really sure that they will start much faster. This platform, after 4.5 years not making render nodes on Xeons, yeah, my ass hurts. I'm sorry, that's the truth. I was trying to regulate those memories for 2 days, and I'm so sorry, but this is not normal. That platform is starting so slow. Thank you very much for your attention. I am sorry for this rant about this platform. I like it, really. I think I will make nice graphic stations for rendering with it, but I am very scared that when someone will have any malfunction of the platform, any power loss, and it will go for full auto, he will be calling me instantly, like, Peter, I have some problem. Now that my computer is screaming all the time with its fans. Yes, I know. That's how it works. Okay, thank you very much again, and have a nice day, or evening, or weekend. Depends on when you heard it. Thanks. Bye bye.